Good morning, everyone. Sorry for being a little bit late. Family fun stuff. Children and everything. It's just the way it is. So, yeah. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that you have to deal with trying to be a streamer and full-time father and working and stuff. Though I'm not working right now. I am working. I don't know, there's always a big philosophical debate over whether teachers actually work over the holidays. I suppose the true thing is we do work over the holidays. Of course we do. We have lots to prepare. We don't work for all of the holidays. But I think we're entitled to our holidays, so I don't think it overly matters. What rubbish am I about today? You can hear the child screaming in the background. Joy. Anyway, so Boomsday puzzles. Yes. Now, I'm going into these blind, okay? I have not looked, I've had to stay away from Reddit for the past couple of days. And generally to stay away from streamers who are streaming them. Luckily, other streamers who put whether they are streaming the puzzles or not, put it in their title so I can check. And most of the regular streamers who I watch, I avoided them on Tuesday. And for the past day or so, they've gone back to ladder, so it doesn't seem to have been too much of a problem avoiding it. I've just had, like I said, I just had to mainly steer clear of Reddit. So let's give them a go. I have no idea what to expect. I've heard, I vaguely remember them mentioning something like 3 types of puzzles. Ooh. All right, let's give it a go. 20 puzzles. I thought it was 100. Maybe it's 20. Boom. All right. Ooh, wow. So, lethal, mirror, board clear, survival. Beat each wing. Beat the lethal wing to unlock. Mirror wing. And I get the card back by beating all of those. Okay, cool. Should we start with the lethal one?
In my Necrium experiments, just visit my recruiter.
Poison Master Pollock. Alright then. Pushing big red button. Cool. Don't be afraid to do bad things to your own minions. Dr. Boom would approve. Alright then. Well, that's taking a while. Oh! My debt track is kicking in. Don't know whether I need a debt tracker for this. Maybe I think I'm going to switch off the debt tracker for now. Destroy the enemy hero. Confirm.
Start you off with some pain tolerance testing. Try and knock him out.
Destroy the enemy hero.
I am the recipient. Let me check my contract.
Good poisons work instantly. Okay. So obviously I'm guessing I'm going here. 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 I mean, I knew they could start us off easy. Oh, and that's redo it. Great job! Loading the next puzzle. Okay, alright then. They start us off easy, that's nice. Okay, well this is nice, there's 9 of these. Okay. Alright, I get it. Ooh. I got 4 mana. I suppose the trick there is, bear in mind you don't need to use all the cards. Alright, starting us off easy. That's okay. How much mana we got? So, 1... 2, 3, I need 6 mana, so he's in 12. 3. But do I want to get... Well, obviously that's happening. That's like a no-brainer. Now it's so if I use Wind Fury, that's 2, 2, 1. So I think that puts it to 6, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wind Fury here. So just gotta check. I mean, I can always restart. I'm assuming that's what this button does. This restarts it if you want to go in from the beginning. Or from the beginning of this puzzle. I assume I don't have to deal with the other ones back to back. Ooh. Taunts. Stand by me.
The best scientists are willing to sacrifice.
So I assume it's a... I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Meant to do...
Quite potent enough, but
I didn't want to have to redo this early, but it's because I hit the wrong one, that's why. And that's fine. And then I'm assuming I'm going... Attack. Attack. It's almost like when we're doing the introduction again, isn't it? It's almost like when we're going back to the whole learning about positioning, learning about order and stuff. I suppose it's quite good for people who are new and need to learn mechanics. So, frothing fighters.
I shouldn't have signed in ink.
Okay. Well, I've got mana, so I can spend all of this, can't I? And I can hero power as well. I haven't done it off the top of my head. But I assume I do this. Assume I do that. Awesome! Just looking at the cards you've got, the mana you've got to make sure you don't fall for the trick, because there's a couple of them, like the early ones, clearly you didn't need to use all the cards. I was looking at it, I was like, what have you given me here? And again, it's down to sequencing, isn't it? You got to make sure you sequence it correctly. Destroy minion. Then return it to life with full health. So... And then... oh yeah, and that's Leroy. It's a bit like, hang on, those are 6, those are 1 off. No, I thought about that combo in Shaman, doing it on a charger, or doing it on Leroy for like a finish. I never really thought about it like that. 12 damage for 7 mana. Never thought about that. So unfortunately, the utility of it is a bit low.
If you're having trouble, experiment. That's what we're here for.
Sure. Alright, and I've got the coins, that's fun. Right, well, I'm guessing this is to go through here. So we've got... Oh no, we're going to go face. The next time you spell us +2. So do I want the +2? I'm maybe going to be able to play the fireball. Maybe not. Okay, this one's a little bit more of a thinker. Obviously, I want to use the Arcane Blast to get through the taunt, because the Arcane Blast, out of all of this, the Arcane Blast is the only thing that can't go face. But do I want that? Now, if I plump you down first, an Arcane Blast goes here. And then... Okay, alright, let's rethink this one. So... am I falling into the trap that I assume that this has got to be to get rid of him because this can only target minions? That's surely got to be right. That's surely got to be right. I don't understand what didn't work about that. I really thought that was the solution. I've got to be careful I don't get stuck into that mindset now, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Because if I just singled spell damage, that'll take it to 4. And 4's not enough. And what's the point? This is continuous. Oh, I'm getting stuck into the thought pattern. And now I'm a bit worried because I'm stuck in that thought pattern. Like, fireballing him is pointless. I'm never going to get this up to 14. Oh, did I? Did I missequence it? Is that why? Huh? So this is 10. Oh, I missequenced. I missequenced last one. I played it into coin. I played it into coin, and I gave coin spell power. I know that. I was like, that just, it so seems the obvious answer. Right. Okay. Right. So this is we're not going through this. That's what this is, and I see taunt and double the damage here. So I'm seeing 4. So basically we need to double this somehow. Is it a... That's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. The other one I got, I knew the solution to the previous one. I just got the sequencing wrong. I knew the solution. Oh, this is... Plan B. Okay. Destroy a front... Is this just a... I was gonna say that required 0 thought. That was just explosions. Me like explosions. Hey. Next one. Oh, this is cool. So that was like 9 puzzles. Oh, this is what it meant by over 100 puzzles. So that's cool then, yes, because that was 9 puzzles in one node. Short little puzzles, but I don't mind. Short little puzzles are cool. So, all right, that was cool. All right, enjoyed that. It was good fun. Sometimes order in which you play the cards can drastically alter the outcomes. Yes, as I just learned. I thought I just did this. Didn't I just face Pollock? I just faced this one. I just got the wrong one. Leave. I just clicked the wrong one. Oops. I was too busy reading things. I thought I clicked the next one. It's like Pollock. I thought I did Pollock. Maybe.
I'm working on some experiments with Necrium. Come, let's dance.
Sure. Sometimes the order in which you play cards can dramatically alter the outcomes. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. So. Naira Rotspring. Destroy the enemy hero. Okay, sure.
Time to put this Necrium to good use.
Aha! I see an owl. So. Oh, hero power. Is this supposed to be learning that when you silence a minion it unfreezes? Again, that's cool for newer players who didn't realise that if you silence a frozen minion, it means they can attack again. That frozen is a status that can be silenced. Ooh, he's got charge. Am I stealing him?
The side effects don't scare me. I'm already dead. Let none survive.
Again. Those are cool little Hearthstone interactions. I quite like those. Again, this is very good about teaching you how to manipulate things. That's really cool, that is. I like that. I'm assuming all these solutions only have one... these problems only have one puzzle. Oh, that's a new one. Hello.
Ah, weapons.
After this minion survives damage, switch sides. Death Rattle. Destroy your hero. Alright, I see. I see what we've got to do here. Okay, that's cool. Should we start with that? Now, if it... Does it switch and then trigger its death rattle or not? Because if... So, which case I do this... Now, this is going to be interesting. Does it die, switch then die, or does it die before it switches? Well, there we go. Oh, wow. Well, technically, if you out-armored that, that's interesting. If you technically out-armor 100 damage, well, that's irrelevant. New card doesn't matter. It's fine. A dim flame. Basically, spend all your mana. It's quite an obvious one. Okay, I can sort of see this. Okay. So, do I need to use a flame on one of these to get through here? Or am I frostbolting this? I think I'm frostbolting here. I'm pinging here. Using the flame on... No, that was bad. That was bad.
Resources that valuable can't
No, they can't go to waste. This can't be made any bigger. There's nothing I can do about this. So this can go to 5, 2... So if I frostbolt face, oh, that's not going to work. Oh, this gives it +1 damage, doesn't it? That's very clever, that is. I get it now. I get it now. It's exactly what I was going to do, but I get it now.
again.
So, again... Oh, hang on.
I haven't felt in a while. Hands-on research is the most efficient. with new elements is always so exciting. How would this work on someone living?
We hunger for vengeance.
I'll reset the experiment.
We hunger for vengeance.
The light's justice has failed. No peace, no rest. The time has come. I return.
Fools these mortals be!
Death was merely a setback.
So many things to try. slate. Don't pull any punches. I'm already dead.
The light's justice has failed. Death was merely a setback.
Time is money, friend.
What fools these mortals be!
No peace, no rest.
Azeroth will be purified.
The time has come. I return.
Tricky, but well done. Seems Electra is about to explode again. Why don't you give her some assistance?
Uther versus Little Stormy.
Are you here to see Electra? Oh, isn't she the best? If you help me show her how tough I am, I'll introduce you.
Sick gift.
Have I been muted this whole time? Well, I think since I've been drinking my cup of tea. I apologize for that. Luckily, it doesn't look like anybody's watching, so I think I'm okay. I think I've been muted this whole time. That's probably not good for any lurkers who decided to come in and realised that I was on silence, talking to myself. Oh well. Anyway. Silent stream. Let's do that. Let's do that once I've summoned the Radiant. The only problem is
I'm sure I can be just like her.
if we summon the Radiant, make use more, heal you, bring you over here, go double, double. No, that one wasn't too bad. That was fine. I apologise for people if people want to go back over my YouTube videos. And I apologise for the silence. I clearly forgot my mic was on. I think it was on okay for some of it, but I think when my cup of tea came in, I muted myself for a moment, and you'll have missed that. I apologise. For those watching live, sorry. Right. Whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that damage to your hero. I've got ways for me to buff up, but charge, rush, armor. Why do I care about getting armor? Shield slam. Oh, I see. I'm gonna smack it with shield slam. Oh, I need to gain like 19 armor. Right. Okay, I get that. In which case, then Rover's gonna go down. Armor Smith's gonna go down. Raptor's gonna go down. You're gonna go down. 3 mana left. I think we need to Whirlwind. Attack. Oh, I'm one off! Oh no, I'm not. I'm exactly lethal. There we go. I thought as much. Bam! Cool. Alright, that works. Great job. Loading next puzzle. Alright then. Healing hammers.
The smell of fresh rain in the morning.
What do you do? Whenever a minion is healed, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. Excuse me. Okay. Let's get 1 damage to all minions. Okay, so do I bolt this? Okay, I can see where we're going. Basically, we need to set up the biggest healing rain possible. I'm waiting to see if can I Argus more than one thing. But I only need one of those to kill one of those. So maybe if I do this, then Argus these two. Oh, let's just go face. Oh, that's not going to work because that's only going to kill off one. Oh, that's annoying.
One shot, one kill.
Then Healing Rain. I don't think that's enough. You're not going to go down to 6. Oh, you are going to go down to 6. Excellent. And then we bolt, coin, bolt. I'm not quite sure what the Argusing the Elven Archers did there. I don't think I needed to Argus the second Elven Archer, but yeah, I suppose I needed to ping his face clearly. But hello, what does this say? I sense this is going to be some kind of pyromancer giggles. Like going like this. Maybe I needed to coin the second pyromancer. Maybe not. No.
Let's try again. I'm sure we can impress her with this.
Hang on, so 3 7s are 21. How do I do extra bit of damage? 3 7s are 21. Plus the 2 from this is 23. So how do I deal the face damage? Huh? Alright, think about this. Like, wearing this down wasn't difficult. Then attack face. That isn't doing damage to face. That isn't doing damage to face. That isn't doing damage to face. These aren't doing damage to face. That isn't doing damage to face. That isn't doing damage to face. These puzzles are elementary. So I can use the Pyromancer to just bzz this down, but it's only got 7 health. How do I do an extra damage? 3 7s are 21. Plus this is 23. How do I deal that extra damage? How do I deal 2 more damage? None of these have charge. Or any ability to hit face. Obviously this is doable, but like, and I definitely wouldn't ping attack that. I'd get less damage in. No, I don't need more mana. I need more damage. I don't. I mean, I'm going to experiment with double pyro, but. But I don't think that's going to make a difference. And then I attack face. How do we do more damage to face? I can't heal this in any way, can I? How do I do that? I can do that, but what's the point of summoning a 2/2 slime? I'm clearly not thinking outside of the box enough here. How do I deal the extra damage? This only deals 21. This deals another 2. Doesn't deal damage to face. Doesn't deal damage to face. Not to face. These two don't have charge or anything like that. Deal 1 damage to minions if it doesn't do damage to face. That's what I did last turn. So, how do I deal that extra bit of damage? How do I deal that little bit extra damage? Do I heal the Hydras? I can't heal the Hydra. Attacking the Hydra is pointless. I assume that's why it's got 1 less health to create this stump of a puzzle. I don't see it.
Electra says I'm impact resistant. I think that's a good thing.
But 6/3s are still going to be down. 6/3's 18. He's got 20 health. How on earth do we deal? Like, how do I deal that extra 2 damage? Dealing 3 damage, what's the point of doing that? You're exactly the same as a whirlwind, and the second effect is never going to trigger. Like, if I play Sleep with the Fishes, what happens if I play Sleep with the Fishes? Yeah, it only counts as 1 set of 3, so that's really bad. Alright, this is the first one that's got me genuinely stumped. Yep. Don't worry, I'm in no delusions of that. I just don't see how we do the extra 2 damage. There is no card that allows me to do 2 damage to face. Try and understand the mechanics of this one. Commanding shout. Minions can't be reduced Below 1 health this turn. Draw 1 card. I don't care what the draw card. Can I get them to take fatigue? Can I get them to draw a card?
Do you think you'll make a shocking discovery for her?
I don't get it. 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 I don't get it.
To be able to handle more to impress Electra.
I really don't get it. Do I need to be able to... That just seems stupid. I'm not impressed with that one. I'm not impressed with that one at all. That's such a stupid mechanic. Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu. Alright, here we go. Right. I'm seeing some damage. Right, so... I'm guessing... the goal here is to make a bit of a giant Cthulhu. No, I think I need to do something like Spirit Lash first.
Tougher than I look. Bring it on. Sparkle.
I know they do. Okay. At least this one makes sense. I can see this one. Okay, this one I can see.
Are you my master?
Sparkle.
And I think that should do it. That should proc it to 17, a death and a damage. Yeah. There we go. Not much commentary on that one. Again, it's that whole... The puzzles are great, but they're very much all in your own head. See, now for me, that was better than the other one was just like, how do I do extra damage? Do I do extra damage to Hydra? It was the only way was to do damage to the Hydra, and it just was... Oh, it was stupid. I had a quick peek just to see, and I just saw all negative, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. That's such a stupid mechanic. Such a very unobvious mechanic, but hey-ho. Is this the last one? Ooh, and then a boss. So this is Electro, I assume.
Dilly-dally much longer, and I suspect there won't be an Electra to assist.
Yeah, okay then, that's fine. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. These puzzles aren't overly simple, I'll give you that much. Sometimes the order... I missed... Oh, that was the order card thing. Gul'dan! Destroy the hero. Oh, wow. A lot of options here. This is a hot potato thing again. Okay. Okay. How do I get this? Oh, you're a mech. Tap. How do I get this onto your side? That's clearly what I want. But none of these cards switch. So I can magnet it on here. I can kill you off. Oh, because it survives damage, that's how it switches. Right, okay, I get it now. So... Alright, so let's say... I can see. Okay, I see how to do this. It's just it's going to be the sequencing. I've got cards here that rely on holding other cards and stuff. So basically, I'm setting up the biggest defile ever. And as I've got two of them, it means it might influence the order in which we do this. And I got a rush, and oh my god, I've got so much going on here. It's interesting they didn't give me 10 mana and only 1 coin. That's interesting.
If I played a mill deck, it would be a windmill.
These lines are so stupid. So let's just cast the fire. Let's just stop messing. I'm just messing here. I've got no plan. I'm just messing.
You shall not pass.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Obviously that didn't work.
I must store this kinetic energy.
I think if I rush this, that gives me a 2. What would this give me? 1, 2. Oh, I see why I've got the crystals now, because I can go. So 1, 2. This has got to be a 3. I get it now. 1, 2.
You shall not pass.
Gain +1 health. Won't. That'd be a 5.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
So now you're 3. Let's see what happens. that work? Hey! Basically set up the biggest defile ever. Fair enough. Alright, okay. That was cool. I like that one. Oh, it's the options. It's just the fact they give you so many options. Oh. Right. Oh, jeez. I got a lot of damage here. And not much mana. Like, that's actually a 1 mana to heal 2 damage. Like, it's Leroy something. It's the high main 6 mana worth something. Like, what are these guys doing? You guys didn't do anything, do you? Like, surely it's like fish. It's like, play this. Play this. Play Leroy. Play kill command. I'm assuming I'm short. Yeah, that's fine. I know it's gonna be short. That seemed too easy. That was like ridiculously early on. Anyway. Okay, why are the Loomies here? Are they a red herring? I've got nothing here that interacts really with the other beasts and their mechs. Sarge, lifesteal. Lifesteal doesn't seem overly important. Should I stay in school till 12? I got chicks pregs and now she won't stop bothering me. Should I leave? You should always stay in school. Always stay in school no matter what. If unfortunately you got that far where you someone's pregnant, you should always do the right thing as best as you can, but you definitely should stay in school as much as possible. There are government schemes and stuff, if in the UK, there are government schemes and funding and stuff to help out, you know, with childcare and stuff, but you should definitely stay in school. Certainly at least finish high school. Get your GCSEs, if you can get your A-levels, but there are alternatives out there. You can do apprenticeships and stuff and things like that. As for childcare, there are things, there's funding out there to help with childcare and looking after a child and things. So, but I recommend always trying to better yourself. Always should do. I don't know if that's helpful. I'm just a guy playing Hearthstone, but always try and be helpful if I can. Right, where was I? This makes more sense because it adds an extra. I suppose, actually, that makes the... I think I'm still short there. I'm short 1 damage. But she's always on her period. Okay, sure. Nothing I can do about that, mate. One extra mana over. These seem like red herrings. They really do seem like red herrings. I'm not really sure what to do about them. Because the most important thing is the fact that I get the damage through. But I think you need a timeout, my friend. Sorry, mate, but not really kind of the chat discussions that we're going for on here. How do I get the damage across? How do I get the damage across?
Stumped? I'm sure inspiration will strike.
Oh, Blizzard, you love your puns, don't you? You love your puns, don't you? So, right. The kill command is 5 damage, which is why I assume we're running it over, say, the Wolf Rider. If we play out the Timberwolf, like, none of these get, like, enraged or anything. The Timberwolf for 1 mana just seems to add so much more damage. It adds, well, I say it adds so much more damage. It's got 1 itself, 1, 2, 3. So for 1 mana, it adds 4 more damage. Sorry, 4 more damage. So it just makes sense to play it.
Take your time. This will all blow over.
Blizzard, you idiots.
Over.
Can I squelch you? No, can't squelch. So it just makes sense that we play this. 3, and then, like, again, this is 1 mana, 3 damage. So it makes sense that we play this. I spent 2 mana, and I've put 3, 4, 5 damage on the board. Play 2 mana, 5 damage. It just makes sense. Now, considering because of the coin, I have the mana to play both kill command. Because that's 5 and that's 7. And 7 and 5 makes 12. 12, 13, 19. I can't do anything with those 3. There's nothing that can be done with those 3. Six, 9, and that's 12. It just makes more sense to play those 2, but I'm 1 off. Ugh. These puzzles are tough. Right, there must be a mechanic or something I'm missing.
Lightning can strike twice or thrice. Don't hold back.
There must be a mechanic or something in particular that I am missing. So, say for example, Leroy gives 2 whelps. That doesn't make a difference. Hey, so we can go face for 7, and then I can kill it off. And that does 6. Gotcha. Boom. 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 Attack face. Kill command. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Takes a little bit. You just gotta think about each card they've given you. You just gotta go a little in depth with each card they give you. I was close to getting a little bit stumped there. Admittedly, I've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes now. My brain's starting to go a little bit. Jesus Christ. I think I'll finish the lethal puzzles and then go on to ladder. And I'll come back and do the other puzzles another time because my brain's starting to go a little bit. Choose a friendly minion to destroy it and a random enemy minion. Right, okay. Right. 6, 5, 6, 2, 3. And just. Right. Do I have to do like a defile early on? Like, I've got to be careful with the defile. I can sort of see where this is going. Maybe I have to sacrifice. No, because if the Doom God gets defiled. I see. If I... Ah, but now if I Hellfire, it kills these two. But... oh, no, that's still not enough. I can sort of see this now.
Are you a hurricane or a hurricane?
No, that's shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Right. The problem is they're virtually going to die off with... this one in particular is going to die off with the Hellfire, but that's actually okay. So he's going to die off with the Hellfire. I don't mind if he dies off with the Hellfire, because between Hellfire and Dark Bomb, I should be able to do it, but I need to make sure that... this is why I'm defiling first and Hellfiring last. I need the defile to basically just...
Science gone too far.
basically, I need the defile to do 2 procs, and that's it. There you go. There you go. I was going to say, I needed it to do 2 procs, and that was it, but that one was a bit easier than the last one. The last one, I just didn't see the kill command on the high main. I was just like, wow. Like I said, my brain's starting to get a little frazzled. Oh, God, bloody Hydras. I hate Hydras. What's this one called? Right. What are you? Bomb Squad. It's basically so I can't Earth Shock you. But I don't want to Earth Shock you, because I want to do damage to you. Right. So do I want to get as many pings off the Hydra as I can? If I rock bite to myself and attack, that's just the same as rock biting something else, doesn't it? Oh, this is quite enough. It's 10. 3's 13. It's not enough. That's 5. That's not quite enough. That's okay. I don't expect these ones to get first time.
Puzzle's a real twister. Twister. Woo!
So in theory, I want to get 2 procs off this one. But it's got the shield on it, and I think that's why I have to put, like, silence and deal 1 damage. That's pointless because then I'm not dealing the damage through the bubble. Like, why is this guy doing here? Deal 5 damage to enemy hero. Maybe that's where I'm coming from. There we go. Oh, these are tricky puzzles. Tricky puzzles. Am I on? Oh, about 6. That's not bad. Wow.
Cloudy with a chance of me.
Sure. Aha! I'm seeing I'm possibly going to be facelessing this. There's no way I'm getting you to trigger, so... Or am I? I'm just experimenting here. No, that's fine. I didn't expect that to work. Experimenting. I didn't expect that to work.
I must store this kinetic energy.
I'm sure you must. Like the Dynamancy feels like a trap. Feels like a trap. It's 4 mana to get +2/2. Feels bad. If I faceless, I feel I'm facelessing this. That just, it feels right. If this attacks there, that's gonna end badly. I want this to connect to face. But I feel I'm going to be throwing away too much damage if I do that. I'm just experimenting here. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Oh, the attack buff's gone. Bugger. I thought I had it there for a second. Just like, oh. Like, I'm clearly faceless manipulating this. That's clearly what's happening. Because otherwise I've got a bunch of minions that can't attack or do anything. Like... that can't seem right.
Lightning can strike twice or thrice. Don't hold back.
I can't even do all of them on turn. Alright, let's think this through. Alright, had a little bit of a play around. Had a little bit of a play.
Puzzle's a real twister. Twister! Woo!
Right, let's go back to the original assumption that I'm faceless manipulating the Tundra Rhino. Let's check with that. Let's check that that works. If that's what we're doing. I got to do 15 damage. What are my sources of damage? Phoenix deals 2. Hero Power does 2. This deals 2. So that's 6. Puts you down to 9. That's it. So my minions need to be able to charge. So if that's the case, I definitely need to faceless manipulator this.
Someone say Thunder Fury? No? Oh, I thought someone did.
I'm just doing a little experiment here. I was just trying something. I was just trying something. So, in which case, if we're saying that we definitely have to faceless manipulator this, when do we faceless manipulator it? Again, I feel pretty much straight away because that's when we can start interacting with the board. If I kind of want to proc this, and the way I see it doing it is like we do this. But then this is going to die. And that really achieves nothing. Alright. I just don't... Like, I can... Dynamancy early on. And plus that, but then, like, surely I'm better off spending it on all these. I don't want to make my thingies cost more. How do I proc this? I can't run this in here or run this in this. I can't turn it into a beast or anything like that. And if I copied the faceless mint, if I copied the abomination, it's like does nothing. How do I get a rhino? I need the Tundra Rhino. Maybe these two can go in first? Oh, that's it. There you go. Wow, I just stumbled upon that and didn't even realise. And actually check the maths on that. But there you go. Okay. I think it's my last one. Wow. Spell addiction. I think so. 3 damage if it kills that minion. Add a coin to your hand. Okay. Ah, it is damaged. But I think I'm going to be killing this. So do we want a coin first? Probably. Raise a petal volley. Coin this. Hit this. Bugger. I wanted to deal 3 damage to a minion if it kill the coin. Bugger. Redo that. Because I want to kill that and get the coins.
Are you a hurricane or a hurricane?
In which case, I think, I know this sounds weird, I think I'm going to reverse this. So I can then do this. One, 2, 3, 4. Backstab. Razor volley. Damage. Damage. Ah, too short. Okay. I thought that was it.
Shocking. Shocking.
Oh. Monkey and cold blood. I love that. That's where it is. Okay.
Here we go.
Ah. Okay, I like this. This is fine because this is just going to be messing about with the sequencing, basically.
Striking. Oh.
This just seems. I think I need to do this because this is giving me coins. I can't. It's not. It's damaged. I can't do that. That's not what that's for. I wonder if this is for face and yeah. Oh, getting it down to 2 made sense. I did the razor petal thing. Maybe if I only do 1 razor petal, because that's like wasted damage. So if we go,
This kinetic energy.
so if we do 1 razor petal, because we only need to do 1 for a vis to kill it. We don't want a vis to kill it. That's the problem. Oh, that's the problem. It's not a vis that's killing it. It's wanting that we want to kill it. And now I don't have enough mana. This is why the Abyss dealing 2 damage I thought was actually really clever.
Lightning can strike twice or thrice. Don't hold back.
Because you automatically assume that you want it to do this. I did this before, didn't I? And didn't get it high enough.
This puzzle's a real twister. Twister. Woo!
Here we go.
Oh! What happened? I think I accidentally clicked off. I accidentally clicked off my game. Three short. It's some combination of these spells, and I've just got to keep going and I'll find it.
Here we go.
Does that get me close enough? Oh, it's still 3 short. Ah!
That was striking. Striking.
It's just killing this just makes more sense, but how much resources am I putting into killing it? Problem is I'm using a lot of mana. Maybe this is a red herring. Now the coins are just really useful because it's...
Are you a hurricane or a hurricane?
I just thought that was really clever using the Abyss on there and using the Wanted on there. And then you get 4 mana. Obviously backstab this.
What a rock.
5 short.
Lightning can strike twice or thrice. Don't hold back.
1, 2. But now I don't have enough mana to play that. Maybe I am falling for the trick of
This puzzle's a real twister. Twister! Woo!
that I actually need the 2 coins from here. Let's do it like this instead. And now let's see what I'm left with. That wanted thing was a red herring. Just that 4 mana, I was just like, It's nice. It's nicely designed. Oddly satisfying. Hey. Hey. Well done.
Time is running out. It's Boomsday!
Do I not? Do I get anything for completing all of these? Do I get any packs or anything? Plastic Dr. Boom. Mirror puzzles look for the exact match top on, including health. Okay. Should we see? Dr. Boom. Destroy the enemy hero.
I ask you, why only collide particles? We could
Collide so many things. Grim Patron! Everybody, get in here! Oh, it's Warsong! Hey, my name is Warsong Commander Pre-Nerf. Hello everybody, I'm back. My blade be thirsty. Everyone, get in it. Get in. Everyone, get in. Get in it. Oh, I probably should have done that to power him up.
Your superior weapons are no match for my crude intellect.
Huh? Why haven't you got charge? Need to redo that. Right. Of pirates and patrons.
Blood and blood and blood. No quarter.
I don't think it matters where I do it on this one or the next one. I missed it. I'm done. I have to say, my brain is getting a little frazzled from doing it. Nearly 2 hours I've been doing that. And my brain is getting a little bit frazzled from doing those puzzles. I did say I was only going to finish the top one. I was just curious about that one. I've done all those. I'll come back to the others at some point. Maybe on stream, maybe not. I don't know. That was good fun. Board clear survival. You'll heal to full health before it's too late. Okay, some mechanics there. I'll come back to those at some point. It's cool that they're there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some Death Rattle Hunter. That's what I was going to do to finish off the first half of the stream. Two plays. Fun stuff. I say fun stuff. Death Rattle Hunter is probably one of the top tier decks of them right now, but for me it was just a case of, oh, that's what I wanted to do. So my collection, I did want to see, did I have enough? Oh, I've got so little dust. Golden. How much golden have I got? Like, these golden cards I don't really want. Bomb toss, some of these cards I don't want. See, I purged my collection at a reasonable pace, so there are some that I probably just don't need anymore. And certainly when it comes to the classes that I never play, I really purge them on a regular basis. Golden Gorehound. So the reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm curious to know if I had enough to make a golden Rexar. Because I love Rexar and I just want to play with it. So, but actually, yeah, for now, I'll leave it for now. I'll be good, and I'll leave it for now. Right. Is that coming on screen for you lot? I'll have to wait until the match actually starts. Maybe it'll come up then, we'll see. You starting, Hearthstone? Hello? Anyway. You on the screen here? Okay, I think it's on screen now for you guys. Golden Warrior. Actually, I think it is worth playing Rexar, because if this is going to be a value game, then it'd be good. But is he Golden Warrior because he plays a lot, or is he Golden Warrior because he has a Golden Whizbang? Well, he's tanking up, so I'm glad I kept Rexar. There's an argument to mulligan the Terrascale Skulltalker, considering I'm actually looking more for the eggs and Keleseth and things first. Oh, I sense you are Keleseth. We shall have to see. Okay, Keleseth, you are whiz bang. So we shall have to see. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I'll probably just run out of Terrascale Stalker here. Just so I've got something to compete with, stop him getting more out from the Acolyte. I've seen a version of this deck with Eaglehorn bows in it, and I have to say I'm quite tempted to get them in somehow. Just because I think they are worth it. Wow. Only doing it for one card. That's a bad choice. I think we can tracking. And I think we can Devil's Egg. Which I think will run out. Go in there. See what it does. And then next turn we can just go pop, 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 pop us some eggs. See where we are. I don't mind overly using up our resources too much because we have Rexxar. Oh wow, playing that before. Turn 10, okay. Still yet to really tank up. This guy's doing some interesting plays. Oh, another egg. Because I've got the other egg, but then I want to play Rexxar next turn, so... So I don't actually mind doing it this way. He might trade, he might not. But because I've got Rexxar, I'm not as fussed. Do I want to trade it in? No, I think I'm just going to Rexxar. Oh, this means this hit my egg. Awesome. Oh no, but it hit this and survived. That's fine. Oh, I got to play dead. I completely missed that draw. But I've got Rexxar, and that's the thing. I'm not going to... There's no point having my hero power against the tank up. I'm just going to lose dramatically. Whereas building beasts and getting resources is a much better use for my mana. Against the deck, which is probably quite tanky. If this is the Keleseth version, which I highly suspect it is. Right in the middle. Way in the middle. No, it's not what I wanted. 1, 2... 3, 4. And then we get another egg out. Proc the egg. I think we build a beast. Ooh, Rhino. Rhino's always good. Rhino with poisonous is good too. I've learnt the hard way. Always keep mechs off the board. If they want to magnetize or do some shenanigans, then they can use 2 cards to do it. See, now I'm not so worried. Because I've got Rexxar online, I'm not overly worried because I've got resources to Kingdom Come. I mean, stuff like this is just, like, ridiculously good. Which I'll play now. Ooh, this is good if he starts weaponing up. There we go. Now, he's probably, if he is the Whizbang deck, he's probably got Reckless Flurries. I can't remember what exactly is in it. I'm pretty sure this is, but though I'm pretty sure the odd one also had the quest. And he hasn't played the quest. So, is that going to be a brawl? Okay. That's the only thing right now. Now I'm just going to start building. I've got enough on board to be happy with. Reckless Flurry? No. Or Shield Slam. That's fine. I've still got... Actually, no, because that's a pretty good anti-brawl card. Oh, no. Build a beast. Cheap one. Oh, that's good. I have those anyway. So this is enough pressure. This is a... I've got pressure on the board. I'm doing something which you can't ignore. You can't ignore 2 5 powers. I've got 12 damage on the board with the poisonous and things. You can't ignore this. And for me, I'm quite happy to just... There you go, that's even better. Because if the egg doesn't live, I end up with at least 155. The egg lived. Jesus Christ, the egg lived. Well, now I just go Cathrena. Build a beast in Cathrena. Razormore's good. 6 mana. I suppose I probably want to try and fit it in with something else. So let's go for a bit of lifesteal. And we just Cathrena. Was that high main I got? Yeah. So there we go. And we're back to I have pressure. I have stuff to do. So there you go. 3 mana, 5/3. Pretty good. It's got lifesteal and will adapt. It's pretty good. It's got more of me Witchwood Grizzlies. Because it's going 6. So I'm down to a 3/6. Not great. But if I've got cube, that's pretty good. Though I'm pretty sure I've done all my immediate ways of triggering cubes. I've already done, but... Again, I've now got 12 power on board. He can't ignore that 12 power. He has to do something, because otherwise I'm going to kill him in 2 turns, really, essentially. I'll just kill him now. But the good thing was I at least had one more thing coming out of the King Crush. So I was quite happy with that. Yep, it's pretty good. Oh. God, yay. So, that was pretty good. Very pleased with that. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually probably only going to get a few more games in this. I'm going to do what I did the other day, which is Hearthstone until my lunch break, and then go and get some lunch, and then Warframe when I come back. Oh, just combo. I don't think Flanking Strike is good enough against a regular hunter. I think I needed more than that. Cube isn't great, but at least my mid game's going to be awesome. Yeah, my mid game's going to be really awesome. This is the only problem with running the Kalaseth version. It means you can't run any real 2-drops, but I don't think there are any really good 2-drops at the moment, so... Except Kalaseth himself. Rip Kalaseth on 2. I do like the Mossy Horrors in the deck. The Mossy Horror in the deck, I think that's a really nice touch. Though I'd love... What are you going to do? Play Renegade? I'll play Tar Creeper. Okay, well I'm going to play my egg. Oh, Giggling Inventor, another good draw. I'll leave it there. My 3/2 Giggling Inventor, yay. Oh wow. I think I'm going to Terror Scale Stalker this egg. Because I want to save the Play Dead for the cube, if I can get some good cube action going on. There you go, get your own Kalaseth, nice. And now what we're going to do is we're going to trade in you. And I think we Giggling Inventor. Now I'm guessing he's running a similar deck to what I am. He's running Tar Creepers over other things that I'm doing. Oh, that Mossy Horror is just so good. But it does kill most of my board, so I don't think I'm going to run it. I think I'm going to cube instead. Yeah, I think I'm going to cube. So... That goes in there. Think... We trade here. And we cube the 5/5. Play dead. And then Agamotto does something interesting next turn. I'm doing what this mid-range deck does, which is get on the board. This looks very similar to the pre-Boomsday one. If that's what you're going to do, then wow, then we are going... Oh, straight to the face. That's what we call the face is the place. The face is the place. These games are a lot quicker than I was trying to play the control deck the other day. I was playing a control warlock deck and it was going really well. But unfortunately, yeah, I didn't come up against the decks it was supposed to counter, so I lost badly. So yeah, didn't work as well as I'd like it to.
Your magic shall not.
That's fine. I feel I've already done everything I needed to do with my carnivorous cube. Well played. You have no more mana. There's nothing you can do. I suppose that's the one thing that is missing from this deck that I would like. I wish I would contemplate changing if I could. Is maybe take out something like the flanking strikes, put into eagle horn bows, and then maybe put in something like I don't know. I do want to get a Spellbreaker in here somewhere, but I don't know what the other card I would check out is. Because I think the Eagle Horn Bows are good for a little early interaction. Just that one turn earlier against like Zoo decks and really aggressive decks, I think would make a difference. Although Flanking Strike is technically better. Well, I've got Rexar, which I want to keep if it's a control deck. Yes. Or maybe actually... Do I want to zoom you down? I definitely don't want to keep Kathrena, and I do want to keep Trekking. I'm going to keep Rexar. I think it's correct to keep Rexar. Ooze is good if he's Malagos and is running Twig. So we'll just have to see. I didn't really want to draw which would egg. I don't think actually that is not a bad toss at all. Losing both my Giggling Inventors. I don't think this is a deck where Giggling Inventors is going to be very good. This more than likely we'll be playing it something that's running spreading plague. Ooh. Interesting. Firefly suggests Spiteful, in which case your Giggling Inventor would have been very good. But we'll have to see. Well, it's not Keller setting on 2, that's something. This really does come across as Spiteful. I see what he does against my egg. Does he kill it? Does he not? That's the key question. Does he kill it? Does he not? This really looks like Spiteful. Big mistake. The Giggling Inventor would have been good. Though this Rexar is going to be awesome too. I mean, it could be some kind of really weird token. I'm not suspecting Savage Roar. And it's fine if he wants to trade everything in. Okay. He knows the place. Place is the face. I think we go here. I think we go here. And I think we... Witchwood Grizzly. And if he does nothing, we Rexar. And after that, we'll see. Ooh. Oh, that was the best one. Oh, that was the best one. Because I'm not going to kill it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, the only thing that makes me feel better is knowing that I've got this Rexar, which is going to wreck him a little bit. I suppose actually I could have made an argument there is should I have gone into those two to take the 6 power off the board as opposed to the 1 big 5, because I can probably deal with that next turn, but we'll see. UI, yeah, I don't like this. As long as it's not Tarantus. Turn 10. Six, 10, 1. He needs to deal 1 damage. This guy knows the place. The place is the face. I thought I was doing quite well, but that Void Ripper really wrecked me. I'm not quite sure what I can do here. Like, this could be great. I do kind of need, like, a Miracle Beast. I think Cathrena's enough. I need Lifesteal Rush. Because I need to play the Candle Shop. Ping, ping, then. Oh, he got on the board a little bit quicker than me. That Void Ripper was killer. That Void Ripper was really killer. I thought it was Spiteful. I never expected Spiteful. I really never expected Spiteful. So, gosh, that one was rough. I think maybe it might have been slightly better to kill just the regular 5/5 than to kill the... Actually, when I Rexard, it might have been better to have pinged off to kill the 2 3/3s rather than the 5/5. But yeah, he had a lot of pressure, and I was a little struggling with it. Is this the same guy? No, different guy. I don't think I want any of those. Ideally, I want Keleseth. I want early game. I think that's better. Certainly better than what I had a minute ago. Ooh, wow.
Incredible. That was wild.
I'm impressed. I do think I want Keleseth. As great as Shore is, I think Keleseth. I can live without the spider bombs. I'm not too fussed about that. But I think I do want Keleseth. Especially as I can play next turn. It's just going to have more incremental value over time than Shore's going to. So that's the difference between tracking and Stitch Tracker. Stitch Tracker or Keleseth is useless. Because you've already got your original Keleseth in the deck. So it doesn't do anything. But now the argument here, I've seen this is why I've been watching and researching this deck a little bit, is do you play Spider Tank against an empty board? The general consensus is no, you don't play it against an empty board. But with something like this, I'm like, do I need to? But it just feels a waste. Because I got the Play Dead, I'm going to say no. And because I've got the Play Dead, I'm also going to play the Terrascale Stalker. Could coin. There's no really to cube that's of interest. These are very boring cube targets. It's when he starts playing his big stuff that's when need to worry about my Play Dead some stuff. I probably want to Play Dead on this Cathrena anyway, so. Or the cube if I draw something of vague interest. That's good. Now I don't feel the pressure to coin. And I can save the coin for the Cathrena if I need to. I feel I want a coin on the Cathrena. I want to get that out and start beating him down with it as early as possible. Playing this is pointless. It's not going to do anything. And if he does summon a big minion, I can play the Spider Bomb and a Play Dead if I needed to. So next turn I can just play the Giggling, just straight up play the Giggling Inventor. It's fine. It just means that on turn 7 I can play the Cathrena as opposed to turn 8. I think the coin's more valuable for that. I wish I'd U-turn before. Do I play you out? I think I'm going to play you out. I'll play dead on you. I think that's better. Because I can Giggle Inventor next turn if I need to. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Let's see what I got to get rid of it at some point. I've no sinuses. I think I'm Giggling Inventor then. And Coin Kathrana, which has a 50-50 chance of getting me King Crush if I don't draw it next turn, which is good. That's fine. And I can go straight to the face. If it's Crush. If not, it'll be a big Witchwood Grizzly. And then when Kathrana dies, gets me a Crush. Interesting. Going Scarabs or Spiders? Scarabs. Makes sense. Alright then. Okay. So, 50-50 on the Crush. Crush! Good. So we go ping. 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 Face is the place! Face is the place. Plague is the place. It's annoying, but okay. Mossy Horror. Mossy Horror. Oh, this is dirty! Oh, this is really dirty. Oh, this is really, really dirty. Watch this. Bam. 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 Zoom. Bam. 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 Oh, yeah. Another Spelling Plague. Only real thing that's going to stop you from dying next turn. Oh, that was dirty. I got 2 more Crushes waiting inside this thing. That was really dirty. Oh. Oh, that's just really mean of me, but oh well. No, I was going to play dead and get more Crushes out. I was going to play dead and get more Crushes out. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that was a good thing. Oh, it was going to be more fun, but oh well, life is life. Just checking how much longer I've got before lunch.
Illyria versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Tremble before the might of the
Warlock. Right, if it's even Warlock, we kind of want the Spider Bombs to tackle the big giants. If it's combo lock, I definitely don't want these. I think we keep the Terror Skull Stalker just because it's a little early something for Zoo, if it turns out it is Zoo. Flanking straight is good for Zoo. There you go, that's pretty good. It's not great, I'd prefer Keleseth and an egg, but obviously I always prefer Keleseth. Alright, so it's not even Warlock. And if it's Zoo, it's good because it means he missed his 1-drop. Okay, this might be Control Lock. In which case, we send out the egg and see what happens. It's either really bad Zoo, or it's some kind of control, possibly even Cube Lock. Cube Lock is sort of still around. Sort of. That to me senses control, right? If it's control, we've got to slow things right down and be careful and really eke out as much out of our resources as possible. So in essentially, we want to get as much out of this egg as possible. And we want to hit Rexxar as soon as possible. So if we're tracking, we're going for Rexxar. We have the late game to compete with Control Lock. We have the late game to do it. But we got to eke it out as much as possible. Like, I'm actually not going to Terra scale again. I'm sure it's pretty good. Like, for me, I'm just like, do you know what? Do I even want a flanking strike this? This is the point. Do I want a flanking strike? Because... No, I don't want a flanking strike. If this is a Control Lock, I need to be really careful with my resources. I need to really get as much value out of them as possible, and that's not getting value out of that resource. The fact that he picked the Wax Elements off the Defender of Argus is a bit odd. Okay. See, now that's the kind of thing I want a flanking strike. And this is the point, because here we go. I'm steadily presenting a gradual board that's putting pressure on, but I'm really not overextending my resources. So, like, Shore's good, but that's fine, because it still leaves me with a 5/5. So probably just... I can tracking. It's good. Hopefully find myself a Rexar. No, but... Oh, I've got no more eggs. This is a tough one. I'm not taking the Grizzly. I don't need the Grizzly. Grizzly's going to be really bad. I've got no cubes and triggers. Because I've got an activator in my hand for the egg, that'd be really good. But obviously Kalaseth is just... Kalaseth is just really good. I am going to take Kalaseth because I think the extra... Because A, I can play it now. And I have somewhat of a board. I know it throws away Meg, but it's not the worst thing. I have other things I can use my Terra Scale Stalkers on. I've got cubes, which is really good. That's, I suppose, the difference between this version and the version that runs sort of like the mechs side of it. That runs like the mechanical whelps and possibly the fireworks techs. Yep, that's fine. Oh, wow. Well, that's another flanking strike target. Okay, and we just slowly keep presenting threats. Threat after threat after threat after threat after threat. I've got a couple more in my hand. So getting there. Could do Drone Rexar or cubes. Or Catharina would be nice. Alright then. So, if we roll out you. It's interesting that's being run in something that's not even lock. So now, depending what he does here, I can cube the Spider Bomb, which is actually really good. Or I could potentially play. Sure, I think I really want to find Rexar or possibly Katharina, but. I just need to get... He's hard running Void Terror. That's... Even for rank 17. Rank 17 should have... Is short... Like... We've had about... I don't know... 4 or 5 months. I can't remember exactly what it is now. Yeah, he's kind of got to do that before anything else can come down. That's another cube. I know this sounds really strange, but I'm actually going to cube this. Because I can put out Shore, and this can kill this here and do this. And that's what I want to do. I know that, and also because I have another cube, so I'm not as fussed. And I can cube this if I needed to next turn. I know it sounds very strange, but it keeps me the board. I really, 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 really want to draw Rexar. Or Katharina. Katharina would be pretty good, but Rexar would be really good. Because it only drops 3/3s, which isn't great. But I got to deal with the threat on the board, so I get to keep the board, which is what I need to continuously keep doing. But this is why literally as soon as I draw Rexar, I'm playing Rexar. So... And the fact that this had the buff from Keleseth means I actually feel a lot better knowing that I took Keleseth over the other egg. Because that other egg would have run out of value by now. I'm sure he would have killed the 5/5 by now. So. But I've still got 8 on board. I can't actually kill him next turn, but... We'll just have to see what he wants to do. Well, if he does nothing, I'm definitely going to win. He's still with me, so... Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine too. Katharina's a good draw. King Crushes is a bad draw. Right. Now he's got to do something. And the good thing is this will pull out... Katharina is still good. She'll pull out a high main. So... Hard-running Tar Lurkers and face. This guy's running a very bizarre deck. A very, very bizarre deck. Defile? It's a bit of a weird one. Okay, I'm guessing that's a homebrew deck, and wasn't 100% sure what he was doing with it, so fair dues. Illyria versus Jaina. Right, best thing to do is assume it is Temper Mage, in which case Ooze for Alanath is very good. Candle Shot to start early on is not bad. Rexar's great if it turns out that it's Control Mage. Coin. Because Spectres. It's Elemental Handmage. Okay. Now that's interesting, because they're a very mid-range deck too. So this is going to be about who gets the board and who keeps the board. And if I play that, he's just going to trade in. Ooh, I don't want to throw away Katharina, but I do need the board. I really don't want to throw away Katharina. It sucks to throw away Katharina. It really does. But this is a game where he's going to try and get the board. He's got a little bit on the board, and I'm not overly fussed. I probably should have attacked him there. I suppose it doesn't overly matter now, but that's good. So we shall have to see. I've got some board sweepers. I've got my only real big board sweepers in my hand here. So what else is he playing? Oh, okay, that's fair. Candle Shot. Ah, there. Play the Ooze. Because I don't think I'm going to be playing it at any other point. This is probably going to be my last game, I'm afraid. Now, if he plays enough little ones, I'll horror next turn. If not, I'm going to Rexxar. Depends how many little ones he plays here. Or is he just going to ping? Because this gets me back on the board. I get 2 5/5s and a 3/3. I don't kill this, but I'm not too fussed for that. Because then next turn I can attack this if need be and ping it with something else. But that's good because I killed a lot of his little things. And I killed my egg, which is the most important thing. I didn't have any other activators in my hand, so that was good that I managed to do that. He's going for the value. That's fine. Right, I think we're going to stick with getting on the board. Because as far as I remember, this deck doesn't have any overly massive sweepers. So, I think we can trade in here. I think the Hyman is fine. I've got Rexxar, which is good, because it means he goes, oh, I just grind him out resource a little bit. Play Rexxar, no more resources, needs grind. The hero power there wasn't overly valuable. Didn't overly matter. So. It's fine. So he's trading there. Difference for me is I'm going to play Rexxar. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, with Rush as well. That's even better. Look at that. 3/7. That doubles things, so. Nice. And now I've got a Rush minion that does 3 damage to everything. And lifesteals, but the lifesteal's not good. I picked it because of the Rush. The lifesteal. And I suppose the extra health is nice, because if it was a Hunting Mastiff was the other choice, I probably wouldn't have been as tempted. I still would have because of the Rush, but I wouldn't have been as tempted. I'm just going to hit you in the face. Got like 18 damage on board. You need to do some serious work here. It's still not enough. Still not enough. Thank you. Cool. Right, that is going to have to be my last game, I'm afraid. I know I didn't get many in. But... what was that? Mid-range under 5-1. There you go. Pretty good score. And that... things. Ariana Grande, hello. Welcome. I feel really bad. I'm really sorry that you've just joined in. I'm actually about to come finish. I'm about to finish for my lunch break. So I've just gone 5-1 with the Death Rattle Hunter. I'll show you if you like. I've just gone 5-1 with this. I like the deck. It's a good deck. I'm very keen on it. The Ooze is okay. It's out of the cards that I played. I liked the Morrissey Horror. That was a nice play. I think the Katharina package is good. I like the addition of the Highmane. I've seen a lot of people running this deck that just run Katharina, Crush, and 2 Witchwood Grizzlies. I think having the Highmane in there is also a smart move. Only one. Don't need more than one. It just makes the Katharina slightly more consistent. Just that one extra beast. Just that 1 to 4. I think is a better ratio than 1 to 3. And Highmane just as a stand-alone mid-range, put some pressure on is a good card for that. Obviously the cubes are amazing. The eggs, Terrorkiss, Scale Stalkers is really, really good. The one thing that this build does different to other ones is it doesn't really have any mech synergy, so it's got no mechanical whelps, no fireworks techs or anything like that. And because it doesn't have anything either mech synergy, it opts to run the Keleseth instead, which has been fine. The Keleseth is good. The problem I found with the deck is that it really lacks your early games. Turns 1, 2, and sometimes even 3. Turns 1 or 2, you're really doing nothing. Unless you're lucky enough to get your Keleseth in opening hand and play it, then great. But other than that, you're maybe equipping a Candle Shop, hopefully playing tracking, but upon that you're essentially doing nothing. Which means against zoo decks, and I haven't faced a zoo deck yet today. I've only played 6 games though. Against a zoo deck, you're in trouble. And in fact, I placed the one loss I did play was against a spiteful druid deck, which just kept coming at me. Just bam, 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 bam. Just loads of minions. And I even cleared his board with a Rexar and stuff and things like that. And he just bam, because kept coming at me. So, if anything, if I was going to change the deck a little bit, the thing I'd be contemplating would maybe dropping the 2 flanking strikes in favour of 2 Eaglehorn bows. Just because it means there's no secrets in the deck, but it doesn't matter because it's just 3 mana to get 2-3 hits in, which against some of those decks could prove quite useful. The other thing of the card that I've been reasonably underwhelmed with has been the Spider Bomb. It's been okay. It's been good. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Yeah, it's been okay. I think I haven't been playing the decks. I don't think I played the decks again where the Spider Bomb is very good. What did I play? Played 2 druids and played a hunter, a mage, a warlock, and a warrior. So I didn't play any of the big stuff, anything that makes really big minions. The druid decks weren't big decks. The warlock was a really weird warlock deck. I think it was trying to be a controlled warlock, but it was a homebrew control warlock. Had like Void Terror in it and stuff. It was hard run Tar Lurker and stuff and things like that. It was a very odd choice. When he played Stonehill Defender into Wax Elemental, it was a bit okay. I realise that this probably isn't going to be as a difficult matchup as I thought it was going to be. The mage was fine. I just played the mage. It was an elemental mage, and I just managed to get the board. And keep the board. And against elemental mage, if you take the board away from them, you win, no problem. So the hunter was probably a very similar mirror match. It was clearly running Death Rattle Hunter, and again, I just got on the board quicker than he did, and that's the most important thing, is that you just get on the board. The warrior was a good deck. It was. I thought at first it was the Whizbang deck, because he was a golden warrior, played lots of golden cards. And I thought, it's the Whizbang deck, but he didn't play the quests. So I was a bit like, maybe not. But I just keep the pressure up. It's very good against, this deck's very good against the control decks, because all you need to do is just keep playing your sticky minions, keep presenting some pressure. Don't go over it. This is what I did earlier, is I made sure I didn't overly go on board. I was only sticking with like a 5/5 and a 3/3 and an egg. And I was like, right, and I'll just stick with this. Okay, and I'll just stick with this. So I like the ooze in here. The ooze is good because obviously against like combo decks like Twig, you want to get rid of that, or Skull of Minari, you want to get rid of that. But it'd also be very good against other hunter decks that are running Eaglehorn Bow, or if you come against a rogue deck that's powered up its weapon, it's very good. Other weapons are very good at taking away the board from you, and you want to make sure that you can get the board back, in which case you need to make sure that you can get rid of that weapon, because that's what's really going to help them. That's why sometimes Flanking Strike is really, really good, because Flanking Strike deals damage to them and gives you a board. So, but I worry against the really early decks like Zoo, especially Heal Zoo. I worry that it isn't quick enough. So we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to go for my lunch break. I'll be playing Warframe when we come back, and I will be going on to today's learning objectives. I haven't managed to tackle any of these yet. These are little topics for discussion. I thought it'd be really good to put out little topics for discussion. So I've got a story of lifestyle, something that has happened to me recently, which I was going to share with people whilst I did some Warframe grinding. A philosophical discussion. Could be interesting. What are we going to talk about? Philosophy and stuff. The joys of gaming. Something I want to talk about something that's my attitude towards gaming at the moment. And I wonder if people are interested in that. And of course, any other business. Whenever you're doing stuff, you need to make sure are people interested in what you're doing? So, just going to go and see if that happens. But, so if people are around, people have enjoyed things, I'm glad. If you're interested, I'll be about half hour, 45 minutes. Come back, play some Warframe. If you're interested in anything that I've done today, I did pretty much the first wing of the lethal puzzles. That's what I spent the first part of the morning doing. And I'll probably return to them when I start streaming on my next stream. But if you're interested, YouTube and Twitch have got the VODs. Feel free to go and check them out. So, but I will see you all in about half an hour, 45 minutes. See you then. Bye-bye.